How Drake spends his money. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Aubrey Drake Graham is a multi-millionaire rapper that has made a lot of money for himself through his music career and some other investments and business adventures. In this video, we are going to be looking at Drake's wealth and just how he spends this cash. Drake is a very successful artist, and he enjoys talking about his wealth, success, and lavish lifestyle in his music. Thankfully, it's not just about talk. In fact, Drake is one of the richest rappers in the world. While some might say that spending will run an artist to the ground, it is obvious that Drake is more interested in living his life to the fullest while he still can. To give you an understanding of how this superstar rapper spends, we will first talk a little about his earnings and his journey to this point. Drake has an estimated net worth of $150 million, according to reports by Forbes, making him the fourth wealthiest rapper in the world. Ranking by cash in the music industry, Jay-Z is firmly seated at the top of the table with a net worth of $1 billion. Following behind are Dr. Dre, Diddy, Kanye West, and then Aubrey Drake Graham. Since dropping his first album in 2010, Drake has consistently stayed at the top as one of the highest earners in the business. With his exploding popularity, you can understand why the money keeps coming and why it will keep coming in the future. Drake reportedly makes about $47 million per year, also allegedly pulling in almost $1 million from each concert. Drake has consistently made it onto the Forbes Hip Hop Cash Kings list for more than a decade. In 2015, he beat out one of the greatest to have graced the stage, Dr. Dre, in earnings, after earning an estimated $39.5 million. Drake's wealth is a collection of earnings from different streams, such as ticket sales, album tours, and collabs with XS Nightclub in Las Vegas and the Jordan brand. Drake also earns heavily from different deals. There are reports that he ignored a co-ownership deal with Jay-Z and Beyoncé's Tidal streaming service to sign a deal worth $19 million with Apple. Furthermore, Drake started an online community that has now grown into a clothing line, radio program, and record label. It is called October's very own OVO. The brand also runs a clothing line that is said to be raising revenue of up to $4.3 million yearly. Other investments include the Virginia Black Whiskey Company and the Toronto Raptors NBA team. After he was crowned ambassador of the Toronto Raptors in 2013, our favorite Canadian rapper has partnered with the club to rebrand the image of the team. Drake's team is also responsible for the We the North campaign, which is being used today. OVO also pays attention to grassroots programs of the community by building courts. Most recently, the Raptors practice facility was named after the team, calling it the OVO Athletic Center. Drake has successfully hit a milestone that no other artist has ever been able to do. He became the top-selling solo male artist in the US. It definitely is a big deal when you consider all the musical guests that have been in and out of the scene before Drake. It only goes to show just how gifted and talented this man is, as every song just finds a way to the hit list every time. That said, let us now talk about the spending. Like any artist that has made it big in the industry, Drake loves him some fancy cars, and he spends heavily on them. In fact, Drake is in contention for having the coolest car collection in Canada. Apart from being extremely expensive, all of his cars are customized to his taste, giving him a more personal feel whenever he sits in them. First off, we have all spotted Drake with his Bentley Continental GTC V8 in its famous appearance in his music video, First Started From the Bottom in 2013. He has also been seen in and around Toronto with this ride. Next in line is his yellow Ferrari LaFerrari. He had this ride hoisted up inside of the ACC during one of his concerts in August of 2018. Then there's the car that Drake himself has said that makes him feel like Batman whenever he sits in his matte gray Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. However, before he got his hands on the Aventador, his Batmobile used to be the Bugatti Veyron. That is one of the most exclusive special editions of one of the craziest supercars ever released. Then there is the McLaren 675 LT. Drake was one of the first buyers of the rare 2016 McLaren 675 LT. While this car might not be as expensive as most of the ones we have mentioned so far, Any car enthusiast will fully appreciate its potential. Another sweet addition to the list is the 62S Maybach Landaulet. This is said to be one of Drake's favorite wheels to ride, and he has constantly been spotted in this on different occasions. Finally, Tony Bett, the CEO of Driving Emotions, helped Drake customize most of his machines. But he also helped Drake import the first Devil 16 from Dubai to Toronto. There are reports that claim that Drake actually bought the very first release of the exclusive hypercar. Drake's heavy spending is not just with his wheels. He also likes to flex when it comes to his living standards. Drake owns 3 different ranches in Hidden Hills, and the size of these estates combined equal the size of 5 football fields. One of the mansions, costing $8 million, neighbors Kanye West, the Kardashians, and Justin Bieber. As you would expect of a massive house, it comes with a huge pool, then there is a cavernous wine cellar and a tennis court. Other reports claim that one of his mansions in Hidden Hills was worth $27 million, but he was able to get it for $7.7 million since the owner needed the money urgently. The house is fitted with an Olympic-sized pool, water slides, caves, a movie theater, and 6 horse stables with no horses. Here is where the story gets interesting. Drake loves to live it up and wild out when he is in the comfort of his home. But the neighbors were not entirely pleased and would usually complain. Drake had the perfect solution for this too. He bought the houses from them. Further updates on the story claim that he bought another house bordering the already expanding property, leaving him with a massive compound in one of the most expensive places to live in America. According to Business Insider, the summation of cost of all 3 of the ranches comes to at least $13 million. Still on real estate, Drake bought a piece of land in Toronto, Canada, and partnered with an architect to build a gigantic mega mansion. The final cost for this edifice is unknown. However, this property is said to have a fully equipped indoor basketball court, among other flamboyant extras and features. But it does not end there. It is common for any top-shelf artist to own a private jet, but recently, Drake pulled a lot of attention by becoming an owner of a custom Boeing 767 called Air Drake. So what is so special about this aircraft? Well, it turns out that Drake got Louis Vuitton men's creative director Virgil Abloh to upgrade this plane with a custom paint job. It was a very grand process, as Abloh shared photos of the whole process on his Instagram page. The interior of the plane is fully gold-plated and filled with comfortable seating. When you check the Boeing website, a new 767 costs about $200 million or more. But that would be for a new 767-300ER. With Air Drake, it was an ex-freighter that was converted into a private jet, which certainly came at a hefty price. Drake himself valued his plane at $150 million. But the initial customization and the one done by Abloh must have bumped that price up a few more million. Then we move on to the jewelry section, where Drake has spent millions of dollars. Drake, like most hip-hop artists, is known to also spend mighty money on his jewelry. He is one of the most blinged-up artists in the world today. His collective expenditure on jewelry, from watches, top rings, and necklaces, is estimated at around $10 to $12 million US. This also includes his most recent purchase of a heart-shaped diamond necklace that cost the rapper $1 million. Drake also has a matching chain with fellow rapper and friend Future that is said to have cost around $500,000 or more. So far, you can already tell that Drake is a guy that likes everything as custom-made as possible. So that explains his necklace featuring the owl figure that is encrusted in jewels. This is a referral to the logo of his OVO brand, which is an owl. His wristwatch collection also needs no introduction, consisting of Rolexes, Cartiers, Patek, Philippe's, and Hublots. Before we close out, we have to mention that Drake is not just some spending beast, even though it might look a lot like it. Drake is also known to be a very heavy giver. He gives just as much as he spends. A testament to this is in his documentation of spending approximately $1 million in grocery products, scholarships, and cash giveaways, as showcased in the music video for God's Plan. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Did you enjoy this video? Please support by liking the video so that YouTube can recommend it to other viewers. And if If you would like to see more of my videos in the future, then subscribe to the channel and click the bell that pops up to turn on post notifications. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.